Someone who has women and men throwing themselves at him is about to only have eyes for you. Yes, this is a high demand, high status man. Honestly, like he reads like a total powerhouse, someone with massive authority who is fiercely protective of his energy. So the rest of the world, he plays it completely cold, distant, and guarded. But underneath the stone cold exterior, he's becoming completely quietly and hopelessly obsessed with one person, and that is you. Okay, so hey loves, welcome back to the channel. This is a general love collective reading. So if this energy resonates with you, then accept it, claim it, and if it does not, then please leave it as is the universe. Okay, because I'm not going to waste your time with a slow build up today because the download that came through for this reading is so specific, too raw, and too urgent to sit on. This man is literally hiding his true feelings right now, holding back the massive things he wants to say and the wild way he actually feels. So he's standing at arm's length because he's terrified that if he shows you the true depth of his dark, intense side, he must scare you away. But trust me, rivalry is something that is brewing, okay? Like he sees other people lingering around you, trying to flirt and trying to snatch your attention, and it is driving him insane. He is in absolute panic mode because he cannot understand, cannot stand the actually thought of anyone else being near you. So this reading is going to walk through every single piece of his hidden reality in order without leaving a single message out. So stay with me through this whole thing because it's only going to be getting more intense from here. So the first thing I see here that this isn't someone imagining a few things, a few weeks, okay, with you or looking for a passing distraction. And I want to be really clear about that before we go any further. This man is longing in a real aching soul deep way to walk the actual journey of life alongside you. It's like looking straight into the future and aiming for something massive. Okay, we're talking official commitment, marriage, and settling down under the same roof. Like he wants to introduce you to his family, his friends, and the whole world as his only true partner and better half. Like he's already pictured a whole life with you in it, down to the small details, the exciting highs, the ordinary Tuesdays, and the raw, heavy, gloomy days where things get tough. Okay, he has explicitly promised himself that you will never have to face the storms of life alone because he will right there. He will be right there, like taming his own inner wildness to be your ultimate rock and safe harbor. Okay, and underneath the deep desire for a permanent future is something much more immediate, carnal, and physical. The memory of you, specifically the way your touch sets his entire soul on fire. He cannot stop thinking about it. Like this is this isn't a soft poetic metaphor he's tossing around lightly. It is an intrusive, electrical physical sensation that returns to him uninvited throughout the day. It pulls his focus straight back to you without his permission while he's in the middle of a workday, handling major business, or talking to someone else entirely. The sheer memory of your skin makes his hands literally fire. Literal fire. Every single time you are close, his body chemistry overrides his logic completely, leaving him shivering under the surface with a hunger that he can barely control. And he's losing his composure over you. And I mean that literally, not as an exaggeration. You make his heart lose his absolute sanity in the best possible way. Like he hooked, genuinely addicted to every single move you make. The way you walk into a room and instantly see the energy without even trying, the way you love, those tiny unconscious habits you don't even think twice about. He tracks every movement, cataloging the way your body responds to his presence. It's started a long time ago as a cute little crush where he just thought you were adorable, but it has gradually mutated into a fierce or consuming obsession now. He doesn't want to see you laughing with anyone else because he wants you all to himself and he's constantly battling his own mind just to keep it cool around you. Okay, and there's an intense frustration building underneath his silence, almost a direct challenge, like directed at you. He feels like human words completely fail him. No sentence could construct could ever accurately convey the burning primal desire he carries for you. Because language falls short, he has stopped trying to explain it. Instead, he has resolved to simply show you what his fire will do when he finally closes the gap between the two of you. He's dying to show you how hungry he has been all this time, to grab you by the waist, pull you flush against him, and let his physical actions speak louder than any confession has ever could. This is done playing nice. He wants to unleash the full force of his heat and watch you melt into it. And I want you to keep, you know, picturing his internal conflict here. Exactly it is playing out because it's incredibly specific. Every single time you walk past him, okay, every single time. His heart skips a bit, consistently, like clockwork, without fail, and his hands physically itches to reach out, grab you, and pull you close to his chest. It is an intense magnetic physical impulse that he has to consciously, painfully resist in public in front of other people. And in environments where it could be appropriate to act on it, he forces himself to stand completely still, like acting distant or indifferent. Okay, while his entire body is screaming at him to tear down the space between you and claim you right then and there. Okay, and see, because of this massive emotional pressure building quietly underneath the surface, a major new chapter is about to begin for the two of you. I don't mean a small, forgettable shift. I mean a definitive turning point. A brand new phase where everything changes direction permanently. Okay, whatever has been simmering in the shadows, whatever has been left unspoken or hidden behind boundaries, is about to move into something undeniable. He's actively gathering the courage to ask you out on a date soon. And when that moment comes, he's planning to lay all his cards on the table. The quiet period is officially boiling over and is moving into a reality that can no longer be brushed off as wishful thinking anymore. Because, see, I am seeing here something much more beautiful. Okay, because you have done something to this person that you have no literal idea about. Okay, and I want to make you sure about it that you should come across it, you should know about it because you had unlocked something inside of this person. You keep coming to this person's mind again and again, no matter where they are, no matter what they're doing, as if that the place and the moment doesn't matter anymore. They might be busy working on the work, okay, schedule. They might be talking with their friends or having a get together with somebody out there, might be on a dinner, okay, with your family or friends, and your thoughts just come to this person's mind with a rush of, intensity. They couldn't control it, okay? Because, see, this new chapter that is crashing in because you have permanently changed something inside of him. Okay, and there is absolutely no going back. He can never get enough of you ever. You didn't just trigger a casual interest, you unlocked something completely primal, carnal, and wild within him. This dormant, fierce side of his nature existed long before you came along, but no one in his entire life had ever been able to ignite or trigger it until you showed up. Like you have completely wreaked havoc inside his head, causing him to lose absolute control over his own physical and emotional urges. And he now recognizes that his body and soul have chosen you as his definitive counterpart. Okay. And I want to tell you one more thing that you are constantly in this person's mind, no matter where they are, no matter what they're doing. Because of that undeniable primal pull, you're living in this person's mind rent free 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It does not matter where he physically is or what high stake task he's supposed to be focusing on. He could be in the zone at work, with his friends who are active talking to him, or managing his final empire. You show anyway. You are a constant, vivid background presence that refuses to stay in the background. He finds himself pacing out, completely consumed, by thoughts of you, or already distracted by your energy, even in the quiet silence of the night. And now they're not afraid to love you deeply because of what they have started to feel for you. That fear has like completely wiped off from their DNA. And here there is something beautiful and vital, that you need to realize about this man's character. He's not afraid to love you deeply. We live in a generation where so many people run from intensity the absolute second they feel it building. They throw up walls, play mind games, create toxic distance, and self sabotage because they're terrified of real vulnerability. But this man isn't one of them. Okay? He isn't trying to protect himself or shield his heart from how much he feels for you. He's leaning into this connection with total gravity, fully prepared to anchor himself to you for the long haul without an ounce of fear. Because there is a fascinating duality he sees in you. Okay? Yes, that is driving like him completely wild. On one hand, he's deeply drawn to your innocence, the parts of you that are genuine, sweet, soft, and completely unguarded. But at the exact same time, he's secretly obsessed with what is hidden underneath that beautiful surface. He knows you aren't just a sweet, naive face, like he senses a dormant fears and incredibly passionate monster sleeping inside of you that most people never get to see. Okay, he's completely consumed by curiosity, trying to explore your complexities, unfold your hidden depths, and witness exactly what happens when your wild side is fully unleashed in media with him, with his. And they love how you push their buttons. Okay, he's wildly addicted to the unique electric friction between the two of you. He loves how you push his buttons without even trying, and how your presence and body language certainly respond to him whenever you are in the same room. He has become a secret, unwritten language between you two, like a delicious back and forth tension that neither of you has to explain out loud, but that reliably relieves him entirely intoxicated and craving more of you every single time. Because it thrives on the arguments, the playful disagreements, the heat and the pure passion, the sparks the second your energies collide. See, you are the greatest blessing they never want to lose. Underneath all of this wild, roaring physical intensity is something much softer, highly sincere, and profoundly beautiful, like he considers you the absolute greatest blessing in his entire life. And he never ever wants to lose you. This goes leagues beyond like simple attraction, lust, or surface level chemistry. There is a deep, humbling gratitude in his heart for your existence. He recognizes that what you two share is an incredibly rare, once in a lifetime soul connection that is completely irreplaceable. And the mere thought of you slipping away or choosing someone else genuinely terrifies him. Okay, and that physical and energetic connection keeps roaring to the forefront of this reading because it feels like absolute magic to him under the surface. He is utterly addicted to the way your body naturally responds to his. It is something he cannot rationalize with his highly logical mind. Like, no matter how hard he tries, like every single time you are close, there is an unspoken energetic resonance that overrides all human protocol. It feels destined, magnetic, and completely supernatural, like your physical forms were custom designed to fit together in perfect harmony. Okay? And here is where his deep vulnerability is crying out, like he wishes with his whole heart that he could just be fully honest with you right now, that he could sit you down, okay, open his phone and read you the long, detailed love letters and intense confession he keeps locked away in his draft. He's dying to like pour out his deepest, darkest, and most explicit secret desires, but his fear of being judged as inappropriate or moving too fast has kept him tightly locked up. He wants your whole heart to accept his wildest thoughts, but until he gets that clear green light from you, he's keeping his deepest yearnings hidden away. And what is exactly why this has been such an intense, like inner struggle for him? Because, see, the profound spiritual bond he feels with you is something he genuinely could not put into human words, even if he sat down and tried. It is infinitely bigger than any vocabulary he has access to. And it completely shatters all the typical emotional categories he has used in his past relationships. You have awakened him both spiritually and sexually, like pulling him into a high frequency soul resonance that leaves him entirely speechless. Okay? And even though he lacks the words, see, to speak it out loud, his private fantasies are incredibly vivid, intense, and hyper specific. This man is constantly deeply fantasizing about the exact way your lips taste. Okay, the fluid way of your body moves, and exactly how incredible it is going to feel when you are pressed completely flat against his chest. These aren't fleeting, like casual daydreams, like they are heavy, recurring, and deeply sensual visions that hijack his mind at the most inconvenient times, like forcing him to take a breath and try to regain control over his own physical responses. And because of the undeniable weight of this feelings, okay, his mind constantly builds a concrete future with you. He isn't playing games, he's actively picturing building a real home, buying property, and creating a lifetime filled with absolute devotion and universal love. He sees the two of you sharing a beautiful, abundant life, like under one roof, then navigating the sweet, the salty, and the bitter flavors of reality as an unbreakable team. He has already written you into the script of his forever and is building his financial and material world to prepare for that exact reality. And see, I want to let this message hang in the air for a moment, like they are falling deeply in love with you, okay? Because it deserves its own space. This man is deeply falling madly and irrevocably in love with you. He isn't just casually liking you, like keeping it light to protect his ego or treating you as an option. He's falling with an intensity that completely shocks and tames him, like choosing you wholeheartedly as his ultimate prize, his co author, and the absolute ruler of his heart. And you don't know how painful it is to stay away from them, from you. Okay. And one more thing. See, they feel a deep connection with you that they can't explain. So, alongside this massive fall, there is a spiritual connection here that completely bypasses what logic here, okay? It feels deep within his bones and absolute certainty that your souls are in perfect universal resonance. And the number 999 is flashing vividly over this connection, like this is your final confirmation, okay? That a major, painful cycle of trauma, third party chaos, and heartbreaks is officially closing out in your life, making clean, divine room for a spectacular new beginning that has his name written all over it. And I will close this transmission with the rawest and the heaviest message from his soul that you have absolutely no idea how excruciatingly painful it has been for him to stay away from you and maintain his guarded distance. Every ounce of physical or emotional space that has, existed between you, whether caused by past trauma, personal hesitation, or outside influences, circumstances, has cost him more peace, sleepless nights, and internal turmoil than he will ever let you see on the surface. Staying away from his lifeline is actively tearing him apart. Okay, so my love, take this reading as your absolute divine confirmation. You're a magnetic force of nature, okay, and you're completely enough exactly as you are right now, without changing a single thing to be more palatable. Your vibration is wildly magnetic, and the king who matches your frequency perfectly is closer than it feels. If this reading hit your soul and resonated with you, please consider leaving a super thanks below to buy me a hot chocolate. Even every bit of your support is like deeply and genuinely appreciated. Okay, claim this beautiful truth right now by typing the reckoning in the comments section below to speak it into immediate existence. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to the channel to help us command the algorithm. Thank you for being here. Take care of the beautiful energy that you have. Okay. And I will be taking my leave now. I will be seeing you in the next reading. Bye bye.